Hi, this is Jyoti here. Welcome to Jopat Tech Guru. Today, I'm going to discuss regarding C Sharp tips and tricks. Within this, we are having 3 points. First one, String.ToUpperInvariant method. Second one, verbatim string. And third, conditional operator. So let us try to understand each and every point in detail and try to implement them within the program. So what exactly this two upper invariant method is? Within a program, we will be having many a times to do the conversions with respect to string. It may be to lowercase or to uppercase, etc. Two upper and two lower, you might be aware. Similarly, Microsoft has introduced two upper invariant method in which it has optimized the code for doing the uppercase comparisons. It is highly recommended to use two upper invariant method instead of two lower invariant method. Whenever you are having a string with uppercase and lowercase combinations, irrespective of the cases, the entire string is getting converted to uppercase. So try to avoid two upper function whenever you are doing the conversion for the uppercase, as the string may be a case sensitive one. It is better to use two upper invariant method. So whenever you are converting it, it is trying to create a second temporary string object. Let us try to understand with an example. Let us go to Visual Studio. For quick understanding, I have already written the program here. In the string one, I'm storing welcome. You can observe that W and C are capital. String 2, I have created it. I'm going to print the string 1, and in the string 2, the conversion, I want to store it, and then I want to print that string 2. So let me execute and observe the result. As per the definition of two upper invariant is concerned, it is going to convert the entire uppercase lowercase combination to uppercase. You can observe that welcome is currently appearing it like this in string 1. So entire welcome got changed to uppercase after using this two upper invariant method. So what are the other features of two upper invariant method? The invariant culture represents a culture that is culture insensitive. So irrespective of the cases, within the string it is going to convert to entirely to uppercase. So it is associated with only an English language, and as Microsoft has got a list of different country and region cultures, and you might be aware about the classes and functionalities with respect to that. Here, two upper invariant string is not associated with any specific country or region. If we are trying to overload, of course, we'll be getting a compile error because it is already predefined. It is already given a definition by Microsoft. So it returns a new string in which all the characters are converted to uppercase. It does not modify the value of current instance. Instead, entire string is getting converted to uppercase. This is all about your two upper invariant method. Let us go ahead with the second one. This is verbatim string. In C Sharp, we have got two type of string literals. The first one, regular string literal, and verbatim string literal. So what exactly this verbatim string literal is? Whenever you are adding add symbol before the string, we call this as verbatim string. What about the regular string? Regular string is the one in which you are going to store a normal string with a double quotes. Any word you can store it with a double quotes. So add symbol tells the string constructor to ignore the line breaks and escape characters like \n and \t. If you are having number of escape characters within a string, then it will try to ignore that. So whatever you are going to write it, the same thing will be the output. Regular string will be like this. Verbatim string will always start, or it will always going to start with the add symbol. So let us try to understand with an example. Again, I have got a program here which will make you understand this verbatim string. This is not a new concept. You might have used it a number of times while you are declaring the file path within a C# or ASP.NET, etc. Currently, we are applying it to a string and we are trying to understand it. Okay, so in this program, I have got S1 in which I am storing welcome. This is the regular string. I am going to print it. Next, I am going to print at welcome here, and let us see the output first. You can observe that the output remains same, welcome and welcome. So how I can use the multi-lines within the string 2 so that I can get the effect of this add symbol. So instead of this ending here, I would like to add again. So welcome and welcome again will be the output. So you can observe that how the way I have typed it, the same thing is getting displayed and it is leaving number of spaces within the editor. The same thing is getting displayed here as the output. So as per the definition of verbatim string is concerned, new line must be aligned with the most left hand side of the editor. Whatever you type it, the same thing is getting displayed. If a space or tab is applied, then same thing will appear in output. So can we add multiple lines? Yes, we are adding the multiple lines using this. Again. And what about the double quotes? If I want any specific informations or very important informations within a sentence, I would like to add the double quotes. But if I'm adding a simple double quote here, then I'm going to get an error. As per this add symbol is concerned, it is expecting us to give one more set of double quotes so that the word is getting displayed. Let me execute and see the result. We are expecting double quotes for the again. So if you want any important informations which you want to put it, then you can always use double quotes so that you'll be getting the same as the output. Multi-line strings that contain double quotes can also be escaped as they were on a single line. So they are called as verbatim strings. So one more standard example for verbatim string is the file path. Usually with a regular string literal, we used to save the path using double backslash symbol. But if you want to store it with verbatim string, then you can give at and single backslash is enough. This is the main usage of verbatim string. The third one I want to discuss is conditional operator. Conditional operator or ternary operator is not a new one with respect to C sharp. You might be already aware about the implementations in C and C++. Here also we are having the same type of implementations as well as syntax. So this provides a fast and simple way of writing if-else statements. As per the syntax is concerned, we are having condition, question mark, first expression, colon, second expression. So whenever the condition is true, it is going to execute the first expression. Otherwise, it is going to execute the second expression. So it does not eliminate the branching. It simplifies the high level representation of the branching. So if you are having simple if-else statements, you can always use conditional operator instead of that. We can also use ternary operator to return numbers, strings as well as characters. It is not only every time a true or false, we can always return a sentence. Let us try to implement the same thing within our program and try to understand it. Let me go back to the Visual Studio. Usually with a simple if condition, we used to write the program like this. Int n1 equal to 5. If the number is greater than 10, I'm going to print number is greater than 10, otherwise number is less than 10. This is the standard if condition. If the condition is true, it is going to execute this, otherwise it is going to execute the else part. So instead of number of lines of code, we can always prefer a single line using the conditional operator. So how exactly I can implement it? Here we are having a string 1 which is currently empty, and I'm going to check whether the number is greater than 10 or not. We have already stored number as 5. $n1 is greater than 10, otherwise n1 is less than 10. It is going to print whether the number is greater or less than 10. As you can see that instead of number of lines of code, a single line is enough for the conditional operator. Let me execute. So number is less than 10, number is less than 10 from if condition, and 5 is less than 10 from this conditional operator. Like this, we will be getting the output. So why is it called ternary operator? As we are having 3 operands, we call this as ternary operator. Condition, first expression and second expression. Then one more program that will make you understand this ternary operator. Here we are returning a Boolean value. You can store or you can accept a number from the user and you can check whether it is even or odd. Here in this program, we are having a Boolean variable is even. In this, we are going to give number mod 2 equal to 0, true, otherwise false. If this condition is true, it is going to give you true. Otherwise, it is going to give you false. So 2 mod 2. The remainder is 0. It is going to give you true here. Let us go back to Visual Studio and try to implement the same logic here. Here I have initialized it to 5 and I am checking it whether it is going to get divided by 2 and the remainder is 0 or not. So we are getting false. 5 mod 2 is not 0. The remainder will be there. So that's why it is returning the false. What are the other features of this ternary operator? Ternary operator can be used to replace multi-lines of code with a single line. However, we should not overuse it. We should not keep on giving ternary operator again and again in the single line. Otherwise, we'll be messed up with the logic. As you can see in the example, if A is greater than B, I am giving the result as A is greater than B. Else if A is less than B, result is B is greater than A. Else result equal to A is equal to B. The same set of if conditions can be represented with a single line of code using this. A is greater than B, question mark, A is greater than B, colon. In the second expression, we are going to write the condition. If this condition is true, it is going to return B is greater than A. Otherwise, A is equal to B. The use of ternary operator may decrease the length of code, but it makes us difficult to understand the logic of the code. Hence, it is better to only use ternary operator to replace simple if-else statements. So, whenever you are having complicated if-else statements, we don't prefer this conditional operator. If you are having simple conditions, maybe one or two conditions, you can always prefer this conditional operator. Hope all the things are clear for everybody. Let me know your feedback on the same. And let me also know which all other C# tips and tricks you are looking for. Thank you everybody. Have a great day ahead.